Good morning, everyone. I found this video when I was doing some edits. I turned the camera on mid-flight and I'm flying over some corn that was just about to be harvested. It was some fully developed corn, and you can see the thermals like ripping through it, and you can see the bases real well. Now, I've noticed this phenomenon in tall grass, sagebrush, tall corn. You gotta have some vegetation that is flexible in order to see it. And it doesn't show up exactly perfect in a GoPro video, as nothing really does unless you're right there on top of it or looking at the landscape, overall. But you can see them a little bit in this video, and I thought it was worth making a video about it. This is kind of what the bottoms of thermals look like as they're breaking loose from the ground. You can't see it if the vegetation is rigid or if it's short, like short grass, invisible. Stiff brush, invisible. But something that's tall and flexible and you're over it when the thermals are breaking loose, you can see exactly where they're breaking loose. And if you position yourself downwind of this, you'll connect with the thermal. I hope you get something out of this video. I think I left the camera running and I was just teaching some students. We were doing some ground handling exercises. The wind was blowing hard, so we had small wings out, and then it started to tone down as this video goes through. But there wasn't much to it. I really didn't have an objective. I was just like, oh, that's cool. Let's see if we can film it. That's what this is. I hope you enjoy it. I turned it on mid-flight to show them what thermals look like in the corn. They were ripping off the ground. All the little designs they make and where to get into them. Low save stuff. Nah, you ain't saving yourself at like 10 meters. You'll get smacked. Funky. Hey guys, Kylo here. So I found myself out here in like a late midday practice session. I just wanted to show you what thermals look like as they're going down the corn rows here. You can see, like, I hope you can see in the camera like the shapes of these things. So I'm gonna go right over here in the bottom of these thermals, and boom, there they are. Okay, I'm going up, getting smacked around like crazy, but I can see them on the ground here. They look like little critters running through the grass, but those are thermals. They're ripping the winds in. Look how they're coming in layers, like there's an army of them. But they're not over there, and they're not over here. But if you want to go to Knarly Town, that's what you're looking for. That's Knarly Town. It was a pretty big day today, pretty dang gnarly. Oh, here's a big one right here. I'm gonna hit the edge of it. Yeah, I'm gonna hit the edge of it. So I don't say a whole lot through the rest of this vlog. I kind of look down here and make sure there's no airplanes coming before I go out into the runway. But I'm just gonna play the next, I don't know, minute of footage, let you watch it. And then I get on the ground and talk to the students, and I do talk then. So here it comes, y'all enjoy this. Look at this stuff. Can you even see it? May want to move out into the field, Steven. It's strong out here. Those thermals will take you straight to Knarly Town. Oh shit. Is that a bow tie?
Unclip your wing, and you don't flip your risers around. Lay them straight down just like they came off. And when you come back, carry it back out there. Save you having to sort your lines again. Yeah, it's fun. I turned the camera on. I was going to show them what the thermals look like down there in the corn. I'd see them. I'd go in them, and then be a rodeo ride after that. It's blowing and going today. Let's capture some footage since I'm recording. Yeah, it's gonna get smoother as the evening comes on for sure. And that's where you don't let it go past you. Oh, stay with it, stay with it, stay with it. I sink worse. Now, when you turn around, I want you to really focus on the pitch control. You still can't let it go past you. It's just like reverse. If you got jamming brakes, you got to jam them. If you feel it rock back, like if you feel pressure, the next thing that's going to happen is this go. Here, I'll flip it around for you. Yeah, just try to anticipate those inputs by one step. That's all you got to do. If it's rocking back and you push on it and raise your hands, it's coming. And you got to catch it before it gets past you. And if you catch it before it gets past you, good. But then you got to immediately kind of let up so that it hangs there. If you throw your hands up quickly, it'll keep going. But if you ease them up at the speed it's trying to go down, it'll stay there. And then ultimately the goal is hands up or just slight pressure and it being right there. But if it ever starts doing this, you got to get it until it's right there. Now you can get that happening while you're moving or while you're standing there in these winds. It's all good, but that's what the aim is. Just imagine you're launching, you know, that's where it really, that'll save you. If you practice that move, that forward pitch control, then when it comes to launching, you'll have it. You'll know where the glider's at because you've practiced it out here. Yeah, man, we've missed you, Stephen. Woo! Greg may want to get on the full-size glider, man. Boy, the wind is shitty, though. It's going to be nice this evening, man. We got some smooth, steady winds. Probably have a gradient, but as soon as the thermals lay down, if that sun will get behind some of that stuff over there, it's going to smooth out a lot better. What do you mean?
I know it's long enough for you, but I don't feel like it's long enough for me to get off the ground.
Well, of course it is. I mean, I was on a 23, and I was doing like two-stepper takeoffs.
I know, you know how to do that.
Well, you do too. You hit the power and the brakes and stay into the wind. I'm just gonna make sure it's better wind for you. I was having to do all kind of mangling around with it. That dude was a natural. Yeah, he's like Louie. They like instantly. You get 1 out of 10 like that, Greg. You and me are more on the same wavelength, though. It took me about a month. I just had to keep cracking away at it. I didn't have anybody telling me what to do either, though. I by myself. That made a huge difference. I had somebody initially for the first 2 days, and I took loaner gear home. I set the GoPro out and practice. And then I'd watch a video and be like, oh, man, what am I doing? I had no clue. I was doing the same thing everybody does. I was leaning away from the center. I was pulling way too deep in the brakes. I wasn't running underneath it into the wind. Yeah, but that breeze here does help. We think it's laying down. Might grab a different glider, man. Those need real strong wind to fly. They're good if we was out here in the middle of the day. It was real hairy. It's a 16. This is an advanced speed wing for like pro level speed wing dudes. It's got a high aspect ratio. It's long and skinny like the Xeno. It makes it harder to kite. It's less forgiving of deep brakes. It's real finicky, real finicky. There's a sweet spot, and it's easy to get outside of that spot either forward or backwards. You gotta, but he can't hold it. It's like the pumps are smaller and littler and quicker and more finessey. This will teach you not to over control it. Somebody fly this glider, they got a leg up. But it does take wind. It's hard to, if it ain't just blowing, this is hard to fly. This is hard to kite.
Supposed to have good wind tomorrow?
I don't know, probably. I never really look at the tomorrows until I'm finished with the day. Going down, Stephen, going down. Lost it. He's been off for a while though. Still doing good. Yeah. It takes that refresher though, you know. It's like a bicycle, you know. You learn to ride them when you're a kid, but you take 10 years off and then you get back on one and you're like, wow, I'm not as good as I was. You was ramping stuff and, you know, doing little kick flips on it and whatnot, and then now you got trouble going off a curb. Stuff like that. Yeah, you're pulling more wingspan. With each inch of brake, you're pulling a lot more wing. Like a sailplane. You got the long, skinny wings.
Yeah.
You get way more of an effect by deflecting it a little bit. You know, you take the short, stubby ones. They're a lot safer, a lot harder to fold up, collapse, take cravats, but you can pull deeper brakes and get less response out of it. But this one is highly loaded, highly responsive. The fact that you're not loaded very much on it means that it's like standing in light winds with a glider. Too much braking, it stalls. This wing requires a lot of wind to fly, speed wing, so you have to be in a stronger condition to pull, you know, moderate brakes with it. All right, we got kiting chores. We're gonna get to work. Hope you enjoyed the video. I don't know where I'm gonna put this thing. I turned it on mid-flight to show them what thermals look like in the corn. They were ripping off the ground, all the little designs they make and where to get into them. Low save stuff. Now you ain't saving yourself at like 10 meters. You'll get smacked. You know what? I think I got some footage the other day too. Some green corn and some thermals spinning up. May have to splice them together. Maybe we'll put it there.